Welcome to our few moments together on the Parsha. This Shabbos, we have the privilege of reading Parshas Reeh. It also is a Shabbos Rosh Chodesh. It's Shabbos Rosh Chodesh Elul. And isn't it auspicious that on the Shabbos of the Rosh Chodesh of Elul, of the month preceding Rosh Hashanah, in which the 40 days of Tshuva begin, where the pasuk at the very beginning of the Sedra says, Re'eh, see, Anochi nosein lifnechem hayom bracha uklala. See, I am placing before you today the blessing and the curse. Esa bracha asher tishma'u, the blessing that you should listen to, and listen to the laws of the Torah. And the curse, God forbid, if you don't listen. So the positive is emphasized by the words Esa bracha asher tishma'u, the blessing that you will hear. The Mefarshim immediately notice, all the commentators comment on the fact that the word Re'eh is in Lashon Yachid, in the singular, Anochi nosein lifnechem hayom, I'm placing before you today, is in the plural. It starts with the singular and it ends with the plural, and there are many explanations. The Chassam Sofer and the Oznaim LaTorah, following him, comment on the fact that Re'eh, look, you individual, Anochi nosein lifnechem hayom, I am placing before you the plural. The individual has the power to overcome and influence the outcome for the plural. An individual can change the world because, as the Gemara in Kedushin says, we're always half and half. We're half chova and half zakai, half responsible for any bad actions we might have done, and half worthy for any good actions we may do. And consequently, the individual and the community and the world all are half and half. And just by one good deed that we do, we can change, the individual can change the plural, the majority of the Jewish people. I would like to focus on the fact that two very important senses of the human being are spoken about at the very beginning of this Sedra. One is Re'eh, see, and the other one is Asher Tishma'u, hear. Behind the Tishma'u is the concept of hearing something that's being said. And despite the fact that we all have to do tshuva in these months for those things between man and Hashem, between man and God, bein Adam lamakom, there is also the concept of being exceedingly careful of bein Adam lachavero, between man and his fellow man. Actually, the month of Elul, the Yom Tov of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, can actually bring atonement for any activities between man and God. But the only way to atone for those activities which need correction between man and man is to communicate with your fellow man and ask for forgiveness from your fellow man. We have just recently heard a beautiful shiur by the founder of the Chofetz Chaim Heritage Foundation, Reb Michael Rothschild, who handed out a beautiful little magnet to keep in mind. How can one be careful about saying Lashon Hara? Just by the following thought. How would you feel? Think, how would you feel if these things were said about you? I'd like to paraphrase that. Let's talk about the way we talk to other people. How would you feel if someone would say those things to you? How would you feel if you made such a remark or said such a sentence to someone else? How would you feel if that was said to you? And this, of course, applies across the spectrum of our relationships, whether it's between a husband and wife, parent and child, employer and employee, rabbis and congregants, rebbes and students and rebbes, and children to parents and parents to children, and so on across the board. How would you feel if this was said to you? And therefore, despite the fact that the pasuk only talks about Reeh, seeing, and Asher Tishma'u, hearing, we have to combine the concept at the beginning of Elul and this time when we want to accomplish so much. How would you feel if this was said to you, not only seeing and hearing, but also speaking as we begin the month of Elul and the 40 days of Tshuva? It's a wonderful opportunity for us to retrench and to think to ourselves about what we see, what we hear, and especially what we say. Good thought on Rosh Chodesh Elul. Have a wonderful Shabbos.